Welcome everyone. Myself Dr. A. Victoria Anand Mary, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence, St.Joseph College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Cuddalore. Today we are going to learn about one of the most important data structures in Python, that is tuples. Subject name is Python Programming and subject code is MCS22. Let's start and we'll know what is a tuple. What is the definition of a tuple? A tuple is an ordered, immutable collection of items in Python. Once it is created, its value cannot be changed. Tuples are written inside a parenthesis, which will be using while declaring a function. It is ordered. Item must be inserted in order. And it is immutable. That is, once we have given a value, it cannot be changed. And it is faster than a list because it is immutable. We can't change. And we can also give multiple data types, that is mixed type of data which can be stored inside a tuple. And while giving a single item inside a tuple, it must be trailing comma. It must have a trailing comma. Indexing and slicing are two important operations which can be done using the tuples, where indexing is used to access the elements by their position. And we can note the position of the elements using the index value. In Python, we can have the positive indexing and negative indexing. The positive indexing starts from 0, which points to the first element inside the tuple. Likewise, it progresses till the last. We can also use negative indexing that has -1 that is assigned to the last element given in the tuple. In the given code, we are having around 5 elements inside a tuple T, and we can access those elements using the index value. Here we are accessing the first element, that is T of 0. The 0th position is representing the value 10. Likewise, if it is -1, we are going to access the last element which is inside a tuple. And T of 2 points to 30, which is given in our example. Whereas in slicing, it is going to extract a portion without modifying the original tuple values. For that, we need to give we need to use this particular syntax, that is starting position, ending position, and a number of steps forwarding towards the end. In the first piece of code, that is T of 1:4, the index starts from 1 and stops at 3, because this particular syntax does not include the last end index value. It stops at the last index -1. So we'll be accessing only the elements which is given at position 1, 2 and 3. The fourth position value will not be displayed. Likewise, in the second piece of code, it will start from the first and stop at index 2. Whereas the other example which is given here, the index started at 0 and it moves on till the end, because we haven't given the end point here. In the fourth example, we haven't given the start and end point. We have given the reverse position, that is negative indexing. So the values which is given in the tuple will be reversed. And if you want to print every second element, the next that is move forward position, the step position is given as 2. So it is going to print every second element that is given in the tuple. Now let's look into two important tuple operations, that is concatenation and repetition. Concatenation means combining two or more tuple using the plus operator. For example, if T1 is having 12 and T2 is having 32, then applying the concatenation operation will provide us with a new tuple with all four values, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, whereas the original tuple T1 and T2 remains unchanged. In repetition operation, it repeats the elements of a tuple using a multiply operator with a number. For example, if T is 1, T is having 1, 2, then T multiplied by 3 gives us the values, that is 1, 2, repeated 3 times. The important points to remember is that both plus and multiply operator always create a brand new tuple. They never modify the original tuple. This is because tuple is immutable, meaning once it is created, they cannot be changed. Now let's look into two more useful tuple operations, that is membership testing and iteration. Membership operation allow us to check whether a value exists inside a tuple. It returns either true or false. For example, if T is having three values, that is 10, 20 and 30, then 20 in T returns true because 20 is present. Whereas 50 in T returns false because 50 is not given in the tuple. And the last option, that is 50 not in T, returns true, confirming 50 is not present in the tuple. Whereas iteration means looping through each items in a tuple one by one using a for loop. For example, if T contains apple, banana and cherry, the for loop prints each item in order that is given in the tuple. We can also use the enumerate function to get both the index number and the value together. So index 0 gives apple, index 1 gives banana and index 2 gives cherry. Tuple methods. We are going to see about two built-in methods, that is count and index. The count method returns how many times a value appears in a tuple. In the given example, we are having around 6 items, and calling count of 2 returns 3 because the value 2 appears 3 times inside a tuple. Whereas the index returns the position of the first occurrence of the value. For example, in the tuple 10, 20, 30, 20, 40, which calls index of 20, and it returns 1 because 20 first appears at position 1. Even though 20 appears again at position 3, it always returns the first match. So we can use count to find how many times a value repeats, whereas we can use index to find whether a value first appears in the tuple. Other methods, that is packing and unpacking. These are two elegant features of a tuple. The packing means combining multiple values into a single tuple variable. For example, when we write T, which is equals to 10, 20, 30, all three values are packed into one tuple. This is called packing. Whereas unpacking is the reverse. We can extract the values from a tuple and assign them to individual variables. For example, writing A, B, C equals T, it automatically assigns 10 to A and value 20 to B and 30 to C. all in just one line. Immutability of tuples. One of the most important feature of tuple is that they are immutable, that we have seen already. That is meaning once created, the values cannot be changed, added or removed. What fails if we try to modify a tuple directly? For example, setting t of 0 to 100, Python throws a type error saying tuple object does not support item assignment. So direct modification is simply not at all allowed in tuple. Then what we can do, or what is the method of changing or changing the element? However, if we really need to change a tuple, there is a workaround. We convert the tuple to list, make the changes, and then convert it back to a tuple data structure. For example, the first equals list of t, then list of 0 equals 100, finally t equals tuple of first, giving us 100, 2, 3. And we can also know or why we are using this immutable tuples. There are 4 strong reasons to use tuple in this format. First, they protect data from accidental modification. Second, they are faster than list because Python optimizes them internally. Third, tuple can be used as dictionary keys, which list cannot. And fourth one, they are safe for storing constant like coordinates and RGB values. So immutability is not a limitation. It is actually a powerful feature that makes tuple reliable and more efficient when compared to other data types. For a quick summary, we can recall the definition of a tuple, that is, it is ordered, immutable, sequence written within a parenthesis. What are the operations which we have seen? That is indexing, slicing, concatenation, repetition, membership check. Two important methods which we saw was count and index, and which are very simple. And the other thing is packing. We can also have nesting of tuples. Tuples can contain other tuple for multi-dimensional data like matrix. We can also have immutability, that check, or we cannot the value once created cannot be changed, which makes them safe and usable as a dictionary key.